Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Today I am looking at the XAUUSD pair and I'm going to be doing my analysis here today. So you're free to join me while I will be doing this analysis. So I'll come first of all to the weekly candle. And on the weekly candle, you can clearly see we have a retracement over here on the weekly. And let me remove this. I don't know how this. So on the weekly, I have this. Um, on the daily candle, this is what I have on the daily candle. Okay. Um, I just saw something here on a daily candle. Okay, so you have to be sharp. You're thinking both ways. You have to think both ways. You have to think both ways in the markets. So this is what I have on the daily. That market should start dropping down. That is where I'm expecting a bounce. Okay, so on the 4 hour, what do I have? What do I have on the 4 hours? There's something I'm seeing, but I believe I'll come to the 1 hour to see it clearly. Yes, I told you there's something I'm seeing, and I can clearly see it now. I can clearly see it now. Okay, so it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to turn this. Okay, so now we see what the market is really doing. Okay, so the next thing I'm actually seeing again, or next thing I would love to have in this place, which I've been seeing for a long time now, is this zoom out. You have to zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. You have to be able to pick those points properly, or you have to see this. So this is what I have here. And I don't know if I'm clearly seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. So I have this. Mhm. Okay, so you can actually see what I just did here. Patience is key in trading. Um, so now, if I'm going to trade these markets, I will have my first entry here. I'll have my second entry here, and probably I may have my third entry at this point. That is if I want to have a third entry. But I don't think I need a third entry for this. I just need to give my trade space and room to run. So my first entry is here, my second entry is here, and I would love to have my stop loss. I love to look at the higher time frame for that. So, okay, okay. So I have to have my stop loss here a little bit above, a little bit above. Uh, I don't think I'll have my stop loss there because it's possible this market will have to come and bounce here or at the tick, just like it did here. So this will be my second entry. You see the reason why I say you have to open your eyes, because I think of probabilities. I want to have the probability mindset. What if? What if? What if? I always like to have the mindset of what if. So this point you're seeing here, it's a possible point where the market can come and touch, just as it did here. So just like we have it here, we may also have it here. But I'll start here to pick my first order, second order, my third entry. Then I probably will have my stop loss be above that, sorry. Probably going to have my stop loss above this point here. Points. And using that same principle, um, you can see that I have my RSI here, and then I adjusted that down. And at the RSI, 1 hour is not 70 yet. 30 minutes about 64, 63, 15 minutes. And you see where the 1 hour, the 4 hours is currently. So I have to be patient and wait. I have to be patient to wait. Yeah, at this point, I have to be patient to wait for it. I have to be patient to wait for it. Yes. Yes, I have to be patient to wait for it to get here. If you don't have enough in capital, if your capital is not strong enough, you can have your first entry and your second entry here. This point is a very important point. Please don't mistake this point to be less, because this point is where the trend line touched last, which was this. So this is even more valid than this. But I'm just taking that just in case. And now what am I looking for here? I'm looking for a retracement. I am looking for a retracement. The bullish movement I've already started. I can't join this movement at this point. I can't join this movement at this point. And now if you look at, if you studied candle very well, you studied the candlestick very well, you see that at this point we had a tweezer top that drove this market down. And you see that at this point, we had a bullish engulfing. Let me zoom out very well. See that at this point here, we had a bullish engulfing that gave us the signal for this buy. The signal has already started. There is no confirmation for a re-entry of this market as I speak. So I am not going to join this market now because the movement have already started. The movement have already started on 1 hour. You can see the bullish engulfing there. In 30 minutes, you can see what made that movement, and we continued. So I am a fan of candlestick analysis also. I'm a big fan of the candlestick analysis, bullish engulfing, pushed it up. So I would love to wait. I would love to wait for this entry, and let's see what happens at the end. So my first entry, second entry, third entry, then my stop loss. So if I'm to use 0.05 on this trade, for example, if I'm to use 0.05 on this trade, it if you have a smaller capital, you can pick one of these entries and drop your lot size and set a stop loss somewhere above this point. Somewhere above this point is more safer for those who have a smaller account size. This is one of the reasons why account size is a little bit a little bit big account size. Let me not use too many big account size, or let me not use too much big account size, but let's say a little bit of a bigger account size at this when you're coming into the market is good. It's good at least. Then your account size, then how you manage your risks. So whether you have a small account size, just know that this is the best entry point for me because at the tip here. Yes, possibly it may bounce here, and come back down, but this is more preferable than a stop loss above whatsoever amount. So this is your entry. Whatsoever amount you're ready to risk is left for you, but this is your entry. Stop loss above this point. If you should break this point, we are done. We are done with this movement, this kind of movement you're seeing here. So above this point is better for me. My account size is a little bit big, so I may have my first entry here, second entry here, and my third entry, then my stop loss above. I am going to go to calculate. I'm going to use my other phone and my system here and my calculator here to calculate here, and the stop loss above, the proper stop loss I would love to. And if I want to set the stop loss, I believe this will be, for me, based on my account size, this point. For me, this point is okay. For me, this point is okay. This might be my TP. So first, second, third, and stop loss. Then this is TP. Remember, I'm not going to be using the same lot size. So this here will represent, this one here will represent as my TP. This one here will represent as my stop loss. So I'm going to be using a maximum, let's say I'm using 0. Let's say I want to start this trade now. I want to give an example, which I'm going to go on this trade. My first entry here will be a 0.01 lot size. My second entry here would be a 0.02 lot size. Or I can still have a 0.01 lot size here. Then my third entry here would be a 0.03 lot size. So 0.01, 0.01, 0.03. So indirectly, I have a 0.05 lot size on a trade. Now, if this trade should start coming down and it gets below this point, I can decide to close out this position, secure a little bit of profits, which I love securing profits. You secure a little bit of profits, then you let it run down to this point. I can still decide to hold it 0.01, 0.01, 0.03, then my stop loss for the three of them. Then if I'm not comfortable with the lot size, I have to readjust if I'm not comfortable with the loss, then I have to readjust my entries, which I believe I will be comfortable with, because at the end of the day, 0.01, 0.01, 0.03, that's 0.05 in total, and this is my stop loss. With my account size, I believe I will be able to take the risk on this trade to see it's coming down to this point or this point, this point or this point. Remember, it may decide to bounce here, continue, come back here, bounce, continue, come back again. And let me give you an example of what I'm saying. If you look at this here, and if you look at this one here, so it's possible, you know, in trading, what we do is we are trying to see what have happened to predict what possibly might happen again. So look at the market movements. And if you look at them, okay, yeah, if you look at the market movement properly, you see what the market have been doing for a while now. Yes, I have to play along. I have to play along. to see if it goes in my favor or if it goes the way I have analyzed it. So you see, I'm having this here, I'm having this one movement here, then I'm bringing it back down to this point. If it breaks this point, depending, if it breaks this point, I'm expecting it to come here. So that's just it. Just see the movement of the candle or see the movement of the market, see the market structure. Came back down, came, pushed up. This was a major move, major move, major move. We might decide to have another major move here, but I'm expecting this to play out just the way it has been playing out for now, except there's a fundamental that may decide otherwise. So my first entry, second entry, third entry, stop loss, TP. Possible second TP or third TP, but this might be my TP here. But it's too close. But this is where I'm actually seeing this. Yeah, or possibly coming back down, depending. But I'm just looking for a retracement. I am just looking for a retracement. At this point, I'm just looking for a retracement, so I'm going to wait. I am going to wait. I am going to wait. Get here, come down here, and break structure. Fine and good. If it does not break structure, by that time, my RSI should be reading is 64. So by that time, I'm expecting about 70 or almost 80. The same thing here. I want it to be oversold, I'll be overbought before I can jump in for that sell. So it's actually going to correlate. So once I notice it is overbought, I am to look for where it is currently overbought around this my point here, then jump in. Already I'm going to set a pending order first, second, third, stop loss above. Then I'm expecting a sell on this market. So this is how I trade. It's very simple, very easy. And just look at what the market is saying. If you can't find anything, close your chart, go and relax. Every day, you don't need to trade every day. You don't need to trade every day to become a pro. All what you need is understanding what the market is doing. So that's just it for me. Thank you and goodbye. I'll see you later. Let me calculate this and place this trade. I will definitely post the result of this trade online, and whether on TikTok, on YouTube, I'm going to post the result of this trade online. And for those who are in the Signal group, I'm going to also drop this as a signal on that group right now. And I'm going to post my outcome, and you two are going to post your own outcome of the trade at the end of the day. Sorry, the Signal group is a free Signal group. You can be a part of this Signal group. It's for free, and you can also be a part of the class for those who want to learn. You need to also learn how to do this and become a pro just like me also. Thank you. So let me set this and I will get back to you shortly.